Very, very pleased to be joined by Golf Town ambassador. She also happens to be the number 10 player in all of planet Earth, Brooke Henderson. Hi, Brooke. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing very good. You have some very big news. You're now using TaylorMade gloves and balls this year. Tell me a little bit about the genesis of this move for you, how it all came to be.
Yeah, I'm super excited to join Team TaylorMade for balls and gloves. It's such an amazing opportunity. And, when I tried out the ball, I loved it right from the start. I was able to gain some distance off the tee, which, as you know me, I'm always looking for a little extra yardage off the tee. So that gave it to me. And so that was a huge bonus, huge check. And then, around the greens and spinning the ball, great feel. So it's been a really exciting move for me, and I'm really looking forward to teeing it up in 2022.
We all know that athletes in general and golfers in particular are very particular about their equipment. Some would say even superstitious at times. Was there any trepidation, or was there any kind of misgiving about making this move? I mean, the ball, a lot of people say, is perhaps the most important piece of equipment that a golfer uses.
I haven't made many equipment changes since I was young, really. I've always stuck, but, right away when I tried it, it was better. And so it was a no-brainer. It was a great move for me, and I'm really excited that they accepted me. And, I'm just really excited to be on Team TaylorMade.
I'm sure they're over the moon to have you. So you say that you noticed a change right away. It was immediate.
I went out and did some testing with my coach, my dad, and also my sister, Brittany, who caddies for me. And, we were super pumped about the results that we were seeing right off the bat.
Is there a gain in yardage you mentioned, or is it just more control? Or what do you like about the TP5?
TP5X I'll be playing this year. Off the tee, I was gaining yardage, like 5 to 7 yards from my previous ball, which is really huge. And, around the greens and putting, I has great feel. And, bottom line, it's been able to perform. 2 days ago, I was at Morgan Pressel's charity event, Morgan and Friends. I always love to go down there and support her. And I was playing in the Pro-Am portion in the morning and had a hole-in-one. So it was a great start. Maybe a great omen for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I'll say. So how many holes in one have you had in your career?
That was number 9.
Number 9. Brooke, most people play golf and they never even get close to a hole in one. You've got 9. That's just greedy.
Yeah, I like to chase pins.
So tell me about it. What was the distance? Obviously it's par 3. What was the distance?
It was 142. It was playing a little bit uphill, so I knocked down a 7-iron, and we didn't see it go in from the tee, but it was, dead on line. And so when we got up there, Morgan was actually there, and she did the check, and she, lived in the hole. So it was very exciting.
That's awesome. You're right. An absolutely great way to start the season. You are in Florida, and talking about starting the season, you're about to get your calendar year underway at the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions in Orlando soon. Such a dreary winter up here. You had a great season last year, 7 top 10s, including a victory at the LA Open. You have to be absolutely stoked to get this thing going.
Absolutely. And that Tournament of Champions is always a great way to start the season. It's a lot of fun with all the other celebrities and, only the past winners from the past 2 years on the tour. So it's very elite company, and it's always a great way to start it. And, this year with making some tweaks in the off season, it's definitely an exciting time for me.
Let's talk about some of those tweaks. What exactly have you tweaked? What have you been working on?
Definitely changing to the TP5X golf ball was a big change for me, a big tweak, and, just continuing to try to get a little bit stronger, working on a few other things with the driver length. So trying to, adjust to that. But, just working with my coach and my caddy and, just trying to get better all the time.
This is going to sound like a bit of an obvious question. Aside from victories, what will make this a successful season for Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, definitely, victories. I would love to get back to winning multiple times a season as I was a few years ago. That's a big goal for me. But, bottom line, I just want to be in contention on the weekends. I want to put myself in a spot where I can chase the leaders on Sunday afternoon, or if I'm in the lead, keep in front. So, being in contention is where I love to be. Feel the adrenaline, the excitement from the crowds. And yeah, that's where I want to be come Saturday.
Because that's where the money is made, is on the weekend for sure. And speaking of money, there was an announcement just recently, a week or two ago, that the US Open will now basically double its purse and up to close to $10 million, or just a little over $10 million. The winner will now get $1.8 million, the biggest payday in women's golf. Your reaction to that, and if you've been talking to any of your fellow competitors on tour, what's their kind of feeling about more money on the table?
Yeah, more money is always a good thing. It's very exciting to see women's golf progressing in the right direction, getting closer. Narrowing the pay gap between the men and the women is for sure a big deal. And to have the US Women's Open increase like that makes such a huge jump. I think it's a really momentous occasion for us, and I'm really excited to tee it up in Pinehurst in North Carolina, and I guess 6 months or so from now. It'll be a lot of fun. And the US Women's Open is always special. It always has a great vibes, when you step up to the tee, see all the past champions and the trophy. So it would be definitely a good one to play well at this year.
So that's 6 months from now. In a little over 7 months, you're going to be back home here for the CP Women's Open at the Hunt Club in Ottawa, and we're absolutely stoked for that. The Brooke Brigade's going to be out in full force. How nice is it going to be to see the Brooke Brigade again lining the fairways?
Yes, I've definitely missed it the last couple of years when we had to postpone the CP Women's Open, but to have it back in Ottawa, so close to my hometown, and Ottawa Hunt being one of my home clubs is pretty special. And back in 2017 when we played there, it was just surreal, the number of people that came out to watch, and the number of people that I recognized in the crowds too. It was really special. So definitely excited for that. And I guess in 2019, last time I was played T3, and the year before I won. So definitely some good finishes there. So hopefully I can keep it going this year.
Yeah, you're on a bit of a roll there for sure. I know I've asked you this before, but I think it's just such a great question. When you see the young women lining the fairways, wearing the t-shirts and waving the flags, what goes through your mind when you see that?
I love seeing the Brooke Brigade. The t-shirts are so awesome, and then just to see the red t-shirts lining the fairways is pretty cool. And sometimes they have big cardboard cutouts of my face and they're waving around the game. And just to see the little areas that Golf Town has for the Brooke Brigade, it's a little bit better viewing areas, and it's just fun to see them all together.
Well, speaking of the Brooke Brigade, I cannot wait for the CP Women's Open because I need you to sign this for me. So I can't wait. This is the Brooke Henderson bobblehead. As bobbleheads go, this is actually a really good one because it kind of looks like you.
Yeah, definitely. They did a really good job with it.
A lot of the bobbleheads, they look nothing like the athlete. This one is good. So I'm going to need you to sign that in Ottawa in August for me. Okay, we have a deal?
Yes, deal.
Okay, we have a deal. Brooke, all the best in Orlando at the Tournament of Champions. I hope you kick it off with at least another hole-in-one and a victory, and best of luck throughout the season. And we will catch up with you in Ottawa at the CP Women's Open. Thanks for this, Brooke.
Awesome. Thank you so much.